Hi there, I'm Carol Schiffer with Coldwell Banker in Brentwood, and I wanted to talk to you today about buyer mentality, and that's a big thing. I've been selling real estate a while, and many times in qualifying a buyer, we're so intent on qualifying them financially, we don't qualify them emotionally. And that's in many ways bigger than the financial qualification. So let's talk about that for a second. We need to be aware of what it is we have to have in our house and what it is we can live with. And the way I suggest doing that, and if it's just for yourself or if it's a couple, you need to do this individually and jointly as a couple. And that is make a list. Make 2 lists. And one of those lists should be everything that I want to have in my house, the fantasy list, let's call it. And then the other one is the reality list. What can I live with? So do that by yourself. As a couple, do that with yourself. And then as a couple, do it together. Because many times you'll find out that things that one thought they needed to have, their partner doesn't want. So get this done, but then be ready to throw it all out. And I'll use myself as an example. I had been buying condos that were flippers, that had been conversions. And it took me longer to buy a pair of shoes than it did for me to make the decisions to buy these condos. But when it came time for me to buy a condo to live in, because I was renting at the time, there were very specific things that I wanted to have. I was living in Santa Monica. It had to be a townhouse in Santa Monica, and I love plants. So I had to have a water connection on the patio because I was tired of carrying that water can through the apartment to water my plants. And I drove myself and everybody crazy looking for these things. Then one day I went on an open house with a friend of mine to a brand new construction project in Westwood. And we walked into this apartment, and it was everything I didn't want. And my friend turned around to me and said, if you don't buy this, I'm never going to speak to you again, because this is you. And I realized it was. It was sophisticated. It was in Westwood. It was a 1-story. I bought it, lived there happily for 8 years, and it had none of the things I wanted, including that silly little water connection on the patio for my plants. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was setting ourselves up for not managing our expectations. So many people think I'm going to make the big kill. I'm going to buy something that's a bargain and have it be right. You know, there's no free lunch. And so that's, again, be realistic about what we want, where we want to live, and how we want to live, because that's very important. So have that conversation with yourself and with your partner, and really examine what it is that's important to you. And then call me, or call me while you're doing this, and I will help you through the process, and we will find that house for you quickly and easily. Bye.